Your affiliation, what you do?
Well, Ron Gochez, I'm a teacher in LAUSD. I'm a candidate for Council District 9 here in LA.
Okay, and from what I've been hearing, your campaign represents some kind of alternative. Can you talk about that? What that alternative is?
Sure. So we have a people's campaign right now, and the objective of our campaign is to raise the issues that we know that the establishment candidates will never raise. Things like police brutality, things like unemployment and homelessness that is just extreme in our district. And these are the issues that we know that they're not going to raise because they're really uncomfortable, and they're issues that aren't going to get them any money. They respond to developers, they respond to Bank of America, to Chase. Our campaign really responds to the needs of the people, and that's why I'm in this race in the first place. I was asked to run by various organizations in the community because they felt the political work that we've done in the community. They felt a trust that I wouldn't sell them out. I wouldn't sell out the interests of working class people. So that's our campaign is to represent the interests of working class people. And in District 9, it's the most impoverished, the most repressed district in Los Angeles. And that's why we feel that this is the place where we have a chance to win.
And can you tell folks, because our show streams out to people all over the world, so can you talk about why is your district the most repressed district in Los Angeles? Can you talk about that?
Okay. So in our district, it's the district with the most homelessness in Los Angeles. And of the folks who are homeless, 91% of them are people who have no shelter at all. So we have people who literally sleep on pavement, night in and night out. We have unemployment over 20% in our district. It's the most Latino district in Los Angeles. It's about almost 80% Latin American, and a lot of those people are undocumented people because it is the poorest place in LA. It's where they can afford to live. So we have a lot of repression by the police department, by immigration, by ICE agents against immigrants. So that's something that we have to continue to fight because none of the politicians, whether they're Republican or Democrat, ever stand up to defend the poor. And they always say they're trying to represent the middle class. But the reality is that in South Central Los Angeles, where I'm running, the middle class is almost non-existent at all. 90% of the people are working class, poor people. And that's what we represent.
And you're running as independent, as an independent?
Well, technically, everybody runs as an independent.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. Everybody else belongs to either the Democratic or Republican Party. I belong to different community organizations, but I have no party affiliation. I am proud to say I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm someone who represents the people's movement, and that's the reason why we're in this race. I'm not in it for my own independent political aspirations. I'm a high school teacher, and I'm happy being a high school teacher. I want to continue to be a high school teacher, but we need political representation as well. So I think the community said, you guys have been doing a lot of political work. If you're going to talk the talk, you have to walk the walk, and that's what we're going to do.
Last question. So you're going up against big money, and how do you hope to, account for that? Do you feel like your campaign does have a good chance of success?
Yeah, we are going up against big money. I'm going up against a state senator, a state assemblyman, and an LAPD deputy chief. So there's already 5 candidates who have over $100,000. Some of them are over $200,000 already. But what we have is name recognition in the community. I've been a high school teacher in that community for 8 years, and all of the big money candidates, none of them are from our district. They've never lived in South Central Los Angeles. They're moving here just to run for political gain, for individual gain. So that's how we know we have a chance, and we're organizers. I'm not just on my own. We have different community organizations that we've been working with for many years who have established a base in the community. So we have to build on that so that we can bring people out to vote. And because it is the most impoverished, it's really the most politically disengaged part of Los Angeles, district in Los Angeles. We have, out of the 240,000 people who live in District 9, only about maybe 10,000 people will come out to vote on March 5th. So it's extreme. The disengagement is extreme. So I believe we can get 4,000 votes to make it to the second round. It's not crazy to think that. And that with the organizing capability, I think we're going to do it.
Sounds good. Thank you.